to the Pulse for the latest in news, views, and conversation with community leaders. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You, Well-Dressed Walrus, Spokane Firefighters Local 29, Creative Music Learning Center, and North Idaho Events. Now, put your finger on the Pulse of Spokane.
Well, welcome to the Pulse of Spokane. Today, what is today? Today's the 10th. Do you realize we're a third of the way through the month? That means only a few more days before Christmas, then the New Year's, and then it's 2020. I'm waiting for Barbara Walters to say, and now, this is 2020 that night. Hey, we've got a good program today, some great guests, and most important, some good things going on in Spokane. And I'm going to have trouble with all of the names because none of these names are really going to be easy. So watch me flub it, okay? Desriee Seghetti-Sulpisio, okay, I was close. And Laura Seghetti-O.
Actually,
Lauri? Lauri. What did I say? Laura. Oh, okay. Well, read the script, Kent. That's all you have to do. From Commellini's estate. You've probably eaten there for some party, some event. It's a great place. They've got some family recipes and other things. We're going to talk about that. The only disappointment is I don't see any samples that were brought to don't you know that restaurant-related things have to bring food? We're going to talk about that during the commercial, okay? And then next is Shelly, I'm not going to say this right, Shelly Kenjy-Sharp from Transformation Now. And then Dana, I'm again another name, Reinke? Is that close? It's close, she says. She'll correct me when she gets here. From Creative Catch. And Heather Hanley, I should know that, from Tin Roof. Okay, save me here. Let's go to commercial. We'll be right back.
Here at Creative Music Learning Center, we are dedicated to your learning no matter where you are on your journey. Whether you are a beginner, a casual player, or need some brushing up on technique, we are here for you. When you begin lessons with us, our teachers take the time to understand what kind of learner you are and how we can help you further your knowledge, offering a variety of instruments including piano, guitar, voice, violin, and more. We are here and ready to get started with you.
I had no idea how to be an adult, let alone a mom. I grew up in over 20 foster homes, so I partied to escape. I wanted to change, but I had no idea what to do. UGM showed me that healing begins with the heart, with understanding how much we are loved by a good God. My kids and I started over with a whole new foundation. Real people, real change. Union Gospel Mission.
Think of North Idaho Events as your business development advisor. We produce events of all kinds: trade shows, themed expos, fundraisers, corporate workshops, and more. We will discover the most appropriate event that your company can most opportunistically shine. We provide the platform to feature local businesses in front of a high quantity of their ideal customer. Share your story with April Howard over a cup of coffee so she can most appropriately guide you and your business into new heights and create a most mutually beneficial relationship.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
Well, welcome to Pulse, and here we go. This is going to be a fun show, mainly because we have some good people here, okay? Desriee Seghetti-Sulpisio, and Lauri.
Yes.
Did I say that right?
You did
okay,
great,
I
yeah.
read it right this time. Seghetti?
Seghetti.
Okay. From
Commellini Estate.
Thank you for helping and putting up with that. You Your place up there is known for weddings and events and as the place to go. You're kind of nestled, as I recall, up in the trees and so forth, a little bit north of Spokane.
Correct.
Describe where you are and what some of the history is.
We're, like you said, we're located on the north side of Spokane. We have a beautiful creek that runs the backside of the venue, and we live it's resting in the Dartford Valley.
Okay.
So we kind of have the hills on either side.
Nice.
Yeah, and our venue has 6 on-site locations, so indoor, outdoor. We have a pond on the property as well. So it's just a really serene, lots of wildlife, deer, owls. It's a beautiful area.
When you say you have 6 places on the site, do you have multiple things going on at times, or because that would be a little confusing, wouldn't it?
Correct. Yeah, we try to for our clients. It's strictly theirs that day for their events.
Yeah, you don't want to have a
2 weddings running into
solemn wedding going on over here and the kids from WSU celebrating their graduation over here.
Correct.
All right, and I'm painting the picture, and everybody knows what I'm talking about, right? So
we try to keep it exclusive, and so that they can enjoy the entire 250-acre estate to themselves, whether it's for photo spots or if they're actually using one of the venue locations.
Right. What brought you to all of this, Mom?
Oh, goodness. The short story, I guess, I met my husband in high school. We met at 15, and he and I, knowing that his family was connected to Commellini's, and his great aunt Lita and Albert Commellini started it back in 1941.
Wow.
And they bought the property in 1938, but that they ran it until Lita had a stroke in 1979. And so she could no longer run it. So,
Right.
And my mother-in-law helped her run it, and so it ended up that my mother-in-law, Gina Seghetti, ended up caring for Lita. So it then went into a thought to actually have other people run it, though the family always owned the building and the business and all of that, but leased it out, and other people ran it as a restaurant till 2009.
Okay.
And in 2009, along with my husband and Desriee and I, decided to bring it back into family being that we're running it,
Okay.
as well as our family's recipes. And
Yes.
and basically kind of relaunching in our own spin as well, meaning that we do cooking classes, and we do off-site catering, on-site catering, frozen retail, farmers markets. So we, at 15, sort of conceptualized some of this, and then around our dinner table, my other 2 children, and as well as Desriee, sat around talking about its possibilities. And then Desriee graduated from the University of Washington, and then she came on board, and so collectively she and I sat at our kitchen table kind of planning what this has become.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. So you met your future husband at 15. I assume you weren't married at 15,
No,
right?
no,
Okay.
no.
When did you get married?
We got married in 1983.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, so, but we had lots of friends that did a lot of things together, didn't really start dating
Yeah.
until he actually was 2 years ahead of me in school. And so he went on to college, and we then started dating, and then, eventually had kids after we got married. And then I had an interior design company that I ran for 16 years.
Oh, wow.
And so never had any hospitality background, any, restaurant
Well,
background.
you do now.
I learned the hard way, I guess. I felt like, you just
Yeah.
get in. My, I guess, form of learning is getting in and rolling my sleeves up and trying to get it, done.
What is Commellini's most known for?
I think that's a hard question. In a way, I feel like there's a lot about probably a lot of different elements, but I think hopefully it's that it's building relationships. And I think whether it's through food, or whether it's helping someone plan an event, or whether it's through farmers markets, but the real core of it is loving people through food and caring about people. I think Lita did that really well. She had already had her stroke by the time I met my husband, and so I didn't get a chance to chat with her and know about the sides of businesses that she did do.
Right.
But I think that was very evident after Desriee and I opened, that we heard person by person come through the door and tell us stories about her.
Oh, I'll bet.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
Yeah.
I'll bet.
So-
Okay, so you got. I should have had you tell me what you don't do there, because you really do it all, and the site is absolutely beautiful, and all of that. But you're continuing to expand.
Correct.
Correct.
And where are things going? in 2020?
Yeah, we are growing a lot. We were kind of learning that we're maxing out the amount of events that we can have on site. So we block up dates, and so we're booking into 2021 right now.
Are you really?
Yeah, not that there aren't 2020 dates still available here and there.
Right,
But so we're looking at off-site catering, our cooking classes, our frozen retail line that we sell at we were at 5 different farmers markets last year.
Okay, okay.
So those are kind of our growth expansion plans.
So the cooking classes, what do I learn if I come?
Oh, they're so much fun. They're very involved. So you learn. There's always something that you're actually physically doing. It's not just demonstration. All of our classes are formatted where you're actually getting your hands dirty, creating a part of the meal, and then our team serves you an entire dinner. So depending on the format, we have our 10-person or under classes, and that's actually within the estate's kitchen.
Okay.
And then you're served a dinner out in the main venue. And then the larger format classes are still small. They're under 30 people. But again, you're making one item, and usually you're getting between 3 and 7 courses, depending on which cooking class you sign up for.
How long have you been doing these, or have you started yet?
It's been, 2 years,
Okay.
two solid years. We did them kind of intermittently throughout the last 10 years, but really solid the last 2 years.
Okay, but now's the time to really promote it and so forth.
Correct.
And then there's something else you're really going to push out there in 2020, and that's the catering and all of that.
Correct.
Because you don't have to go to your place to get your food.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And the service and everything else that goes with it. So tell me about that. What are the plans there?
Yeah, for offsite catering, we kind of have several, 3 different options where it's just a pickup or we deliver it, and then we have kind of a basic where we go and set it up, and then it can be your event. We don't need to be a part of the rest of it, or we can do the full service like we do at the estate. So we're there with bartending, servers, plating, all of it. So we've done, homes, businesses. I mean, any place, as long as there's kind of a spot for us to set up, we can take care of it.
Okay.
So.
I got to ask Mom now. Are you having fun?
I am having fun.
What's the best part of getting up every day and knowing you're going to be doing this?
Honestly, working with Desriee.
Really?
Yeah.
It's been wonderful working together.
Yeah. I think that you learn a lot about each other, but you also learn where your strengths are and your weaknesses are.
And complement each
and
other.
And you do. And I feel like we've learned how to take a thought into action where I think it, she thinks it, and then one of us acts on it. So it's truly probably the very, very best.
Thinking can be good.
Yeah.
I've sometimes do that. Yeah. Okay, you cannot have the same answer. What's most fun?
It's wonderful working with her. It's been hard as I've been working a little bit remotely here and there. I miss being on site with her and the whole team. We have a really phenomenal on site team.
And working remotely, there's a reason for that, isn't there?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, explain why.
Yes, my husband he is a physician down in San Diego, and he's on working toward his fellowship in oncology. So we're down there for 3 years, so I split my time between there and here.
Sure.
So.
You did go down for Thanksgiving, though?
Yes,
Okay,
I did.
okay.
Yeah.
And you're going down for Christmas?
Yes.
Okay, just
Yeah,
gotta be.
I am with him sometimes.
Gotta be sure. Well, I wanted it out there so that he's
Yes.
got it on tape,
Correct,
if you will.
yes.
Well, you did say you're coming
Yes,
back.
proof, yes.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so how can people get in touch with you and learn more about what's going on?
They can always call us, or our email, or our website's commellini.com. That's a really easy way. It has all of our contact information there. Or our phone number is 509-466-0667. And we always have our teams that currently there doing tours and planning for events for us while we're a little, on a field trip.
So if it's the kind of thing like today, if you wanted to go out and see the facility and walk around, that's okay. And
we do tours by appointment only, just to make sure we have a dedicated individual to be able to answer
well,
all
that
of your
plus
questions.
you don't want someone coming in the middle
of a wedding
of something,
Yeah.
and hopefully that's often,
Yes.
that you're busy and
Correct.
and so forth. Okay.
Correct.
So you have a few dates left for weddings, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're looking for a Monday through Thursday wedding, we have plenty of dates
Okay,
available.
yeah.
But off the weekends, dates are
Yeah.
getting locked up here pretty quickly.
Yeah.
So.
What's your most popular event? Weddings?
Yes, weddings are our bread and butter. We
Okay.
really specialize.
Okay. And then what comes in after that?
I would say corporate party. This is actually a really busy time for us with all of the holiday
I was
parties.
going to say, yes, everybody. In fact, we're going to have an open house here in a few weeks, and we debated and said, the people we're going to be inviting in are basically businesses and small businesses, and this is the time of year they're having their office party or whatever, so we're going to do it after the first of the year,
Smart.
just because
Everyone's busy.
we won't be competing with, I can't do it, Kent, and 3/4 of your folks can't come. So,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
So,
Which I think is a really trend. because we find that our dates in December fill up. So people are moving to November or into January.
And it's a quieter
Yeah,
time too,
exactly.
and all of that. So so what we did was okay then.
Yes, you did. You're
Okay,
spot
well,
on. You're
this-
very trending.
All right. I don't get called that very often at all. Okay, at 73, I'm not. Anyway, thank you for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
And next, we're going to have you back. You know that.
Oh, I
but
hope
you know
so.
what will be required, right?
Okay, next time.
I
Food.
promise. I
Okay.
promise. We'll
All right.
bring food.
You mentioned frozen food.
Yes.
Where can you get that?
Right now in our off season, you can pick it up actually at the
Okay,
estate
okay.
during office hours.
So they
It's
can
great.
order online and things
online
like-
pick up,
yeah.
and then we're occasionally doing a couple different Christmas markets. We just did one at Ritter's
Okay.
Nursery, and then in May through October, we're at all of the local farmers markets.
Right. Great. Well, thank you, ladies,
thank
for
you,
coming.
Kent.
All right.
Thank you.
We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back right after this.
Once again, it's that time of year. Local 29's down here at River Park Square for the annual Christmas tree build. This year, we just had an overwhelming outpouring of support from our membership. It took just a little over 10 hours with about 30 volunteers.
Well, the tree is 50 feet tall. It has a 4-foot star on it, has 10,000 LED lights, and roughly 2,700 ornaments and 869 branches.
The tree is centrally located here in the atrium of River Park Square. It's one of the big attractions here throughout the month of December. Santa sets up shop out front down here for all the kids to come down and visit. It's just another great event for Local 29 to have the opportunity to give back to our community.
I'm Jade Becker and I'm a senior at Chewilla High School. I'm at STCU's Money Live event. In this scenario that we played today, I was a realtor. My spouse was a city worker. We had an 11-month-old child and there was a lot of spending for that child, like diapers and formula and had to buy toys and clothing. I'm very glad that I had this experience. It was super helpful. You need this to get far and ahead in life. I'm Jade Becker and STCU is here for good.
Hi, this is Larry at River Ridge Hardware. Just wanted the opportunity to show you a little bit about our Christmas. We have Christmas tree stands. We have ornaments that you won't find anywhere else. We have the small Christmas lights. We have the tube lights that you can run up and down. We also have a massive amount of snow shovels. Come on out and visit River Ridge Hardware.
Well, welcome back. I'm pleased to have, I'm going to get this right, Shelly Kenjy-Sharp. Right? How are you today?
I'm terrific.
Oh, you are? Okay. You're not as hassled and crazy as I am, huh?
Well, I've been sitting in Hawaii for the last few minutes just watching the waves come in and out.
That's not fair.
I know.
That's just plain not fair. What, you over there watching on the phone or something?
Right.
Oh.
No. Just, I have it embedded in me.
Oh, okay. That's
It's
not a
my
bad place.
It's my peace point, which is what I do.
Yeah.
Is I help people find a place inside themselves
Yeah.
where they can go and experience
Yeah.
a calm.
And
a peace.
You and I talked about that a week or two or three ago. I forget
Yeah.
how long ago it was. And tell people what it is you do and how you help people, because I think that's fascinating.
Well, it seems like my practice is mostly about anxiety these days.
Oh, no,
because-
I can't understand that at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
But I am a neuro-linguistic programmer, clinical hypnotherapist, and Reiki master. Reiki is about energy healing.
Okay.
So it's about getting that energy into a place where you can use it as power source
Right,
instead of having it all frayed.
right.
Okay, and the anxiety part is what people are experiencing today. In fact, it's a $18 billion industry
Yes.
just for the pharmaceuticals.
I was going to say, I knew where you were going when you said 18 billion.
Yes.
Yeah. What's causing so much anxiety, do you think, right now?
Well, a lot of it is we're too busy. And people have overscheduled
I haven't
themselves.
noticed that since we're on our phone, iPad, and watching TV at the same time.
Right. And there's a lot of pressures,
Yeah.
a lot of battles going on.
Yeah.
You know, inside and outside of themselves.
Right.
A lot of people have, children, it goes all the way back to childhood. And right now, since 2014, the number of children between 3 and 17 that have been treated for anxiety has tripled. And
Wait. Say that again.
2014 to 2017, it tripled from 3 to 17, the number of children. And so they're saying that 4 out of 10 children are being seen for anxiety or depression. This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
That we are taking our cultural programming
And slamming it on the kids.
This pressure to be perfect.
Yeah.
This pressure to do more.
Yeah, that came naturally to me, being perfect.
Participate more. Be successful and measure themselves, as how other people are doing.
Yes.
We're not teaching our children to have an internal strength,
Okay.
an internal passion, an internal being that says, I'm enough.
Yeah.
We're saying you have to do this to be enough. You have to behave this way. Instead of having them be seen as what they are, and very important piece of the future for us. A thread of the fabric of life that we all need. We all need every single one of them. And we don't need them to be this way or that way. We need them to be who they are.
Yeah.
That they have a place inside of themselves that we need, that is their talents and their gifts and their belonging. But we're not teaching them to belong. We're teaching them that they're outside of the belonging and less.
So how do you take them, I don't care what age it is really, but especially younger people, from all this anxiety and get them to realize and to cope with it better and not necessarily have to pop a pill to do it?
Well, that's the problem is that they're being seen for this anxiety and they're given a pill.
Yeah.
Well, they have inside of themselves the chemicals necessary to calm themselves.
Okay.
And just like Pavlov's dog, you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Well.
Psychology, you learn that you ring a bell and the dogs would salivate after 30 days of being taken to the food. The bell was rung, and then they salivated and ate, right? Now all they had to do was hear the bell, and they would salivate. Well, they didn't have to have the food to salivate. Well, we're doing the same thing when we can teach our children to create a place and a space inside themselves.
Okay.
And then put it somewhere, like on a knuckle or a hand. When they go there 3 times a day, this place of peace or place of fun, where they feel like they've perfect in the place that they're at. Like I go to the beach in Hawaii. I lived in Kailua. Right off the beach in Kailua, there is a hamburger shack behind me. And I sat under the banyan tree. And there was a little crabbed grass and my Indian blanket I was sitting on. And my 2-year-old was down by the beach, and he'd wave at me. And I go there.
Yeah.
And how I go there is I touch, take a breath, and feel that ocean.
And that
Hear
really
that
helps.
ocean. That you have to practice it 3 times a day, and then it gets embedded in the visuals of your brain. And it's a neural pathway you're creating. You're creating a neural pathway to this place over and over and over again. And every time you do it, if you touch, at the end of 30 days, all you need to do is touch, and then you will go.
Okay.
And I can teach people who come in with their Apple watches, and their heart rate is 140, and they're like, oh, I just can't get it down. I work with them for just a few minutes, and I'll say, now look, and 75?
Okay.
I don't think I've ever seen it at 75. The thing is that once we teach them how to go, and they're in this place, they notice how calm they are.
Yeah.
They notice the difference in them, the strength in them, the place that they're supposed to be centered in this world to be. And instead we have them bouncing off the walls, doing soccer and maybe chess and maybe math classes that they have to take extra at night. They're never at home. There's nobody home if they were.
Yeah.
And we need to just be able to teach them how to find that strength within them. If we're not going to be there to support them, we have to have ways that we can, from the time they hit school to the time they hit the bed have an opportunity to know that they're important right where they're at, whether they're at preschool or they're wherever they are.
You know, when you talk about, the touching and seeing that, there's a place in California that I went to as a young person and took the family on vacation. It was in the high Sierras, and literally when we would come up the hill to climb from about 5,000, 4,000 feet to about 7,500 where the town was that we were going to, I could literally feel a change, a body change, in that I could relax.
Right.
And I'm thinking, okay, maybe that's what I need to visualize.
Right.
Okay.
That's exactly
Yeah.
the kind of place, but it's also kind of like a wake state trance we're doing.
Yeah, okay.
It's hypnosis,
Yes.
but I call it wake state because as we're guided to the place, and for one young kid it was a baseball bench. The sprinklers going.
Yeah.
Practice isn't starting. He's just listening to that, smelling the grass.
Yeah.
Feeling like he belonged.
Right,
This is
right.
where he
That's
belongs.
his place.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
his place.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where it is.
So how much does hypnosis play a part of all that you do?
Well, the depth of hypnosis, to take somebody
Right.
deep into hypnosis, I probably do that 1 out of every 4.
Okay.
But a lot of people are very resistant
Yeah.
to giving over their mind
But
to
it
somebody.
sounds like you've found another way to get them to
Right.
that peace and everything
Right.
else.
I don't need to take them deep.
Right.
I want them to feel like they're totally in control of their own
Right.
brain chemistry at all times, and I'm not going to impart or embed anything into them that they haven't written down for me to say. Or,
Right.
because it's about finding their strength and finding all the light that they lost over their life.
Yeah.
Because dramas and traumas have affected them since childhood, and they could be 50 or 60 and not 10 or 12.
Right.
And if we can go back and we can clear up some of that through timeline, which is another thing that I do,
Right.
we can
Get rid of some of that baggage.
they can help see that all that was became a program for them, a button,
Right.
and certain things would push that button and make them
Yeah.
feel a certain way.
Right.
We can take down all the buttons and they can create their own buttons.
Right.
And for children, we create a button that is the warrior, or the warrior princess, or the warrior.
Yeah.
And they can put that in another place. And we have them design this strength, this possibility in them. And so there's a lot of ways we can work with children in play therapy.
Shelley, how can people get in touch with you?
Well, I have a Facebook page that's under NLPU Now.
Okay.
And that's because it's neuro-linguistic programming now.
Okay.
And then the other way is through, I am on 512 South Sullivan Road,
Okay.
Suite 202.
Okay.
And you can call me.
Okay.
And my phone number is 509-481-7281. And I'm going to have an introduction to anxiety and building a model of strength on the 12th of January.
Oh,
so they
nice.
can contact me and I'll tell them where.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you for coming
Thank
in
you.
today. We're going to take a
Blessings.
quick break, and we're going to come to talk about some really great things going on East Sprague right after this.
Think of North Idaho Events as your business development advisor. We produce events of all kinds: trade shows, themed expos, fundraisers, corporate workshops, and more. We will discover the most appropriate event that your company can most opportunistically shine. We provide the platform to feature local businesses in front of a high quantity of their ideal customer. Share your story with April Howard over a cup of coffee so she can most appropriately guide you and your business into new heights and create a most mutually beneficial relationship.
Welcome to a new kind of talk show, Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversations that include respect for opinions, facts, and diversity.
Spokane Talks, Saturdays at 8 a.m. on Fox 28.
Hi, this is Kurt Stockwell with Well Dressed Walrus. We are a local website design and development company here in Spokane. What we do is build beautiful, usable websites for local businesses. A website needs to be beautiful, it needs to be usable for your users, your customers, and yourself. Contact us anytime. We'd love to talk with you about your online marketing.
welcome back to the Pulse of Spokane. Today is the 10th of December, and coming up in a few days is something exciting in East Spokane, isn't it? And I have Heather Hanley. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the last name today. I mean, I know it. I've had your dad on in the past and all of that, and I'm going to look at this one, okay, so I don't mess it up too bad. Dana Reinke?
Yep. You got it.
Did I got it? I got it right? All right, this one. Okay, that's it for the program. I got it right. No, I'm kidding. A lot of things happening. The East Sprague area used to be known for other things down there, okay? And we all know that. It went through some really bad years. There's been repaving and changing of the street and all of that, and a lot of new businesses coming in, and a lot of focus on good things, not to mention the bridge that comes over and everything else. It's going to be like the Perry District in this is where you go, right? And especially for businesses and so forth. But what's going on? You've got some event coming up here, what, this weekend?
Yeah, we do. We have it's actually our second annual Holiday on the Ave, which is one of a series of 4 events that we do district-wide throughout the year.
Okay.
And it invites people down to explore our new Sprague Union District.
Okay.
Get to know the businesses that are there, which there's a ton of new businesses.
Yes, yes.
As well as some older established businesses. We've got restaurants, dining, shopping, all kinds of fun stuff.
Yeah.
And this weekend we're even going to have live reindeer.
A live reindeer?
Several.
Several?
Yeah.
Will one of them have a red nose?
Maybe.
Maybe? Not giving it away, are you? You're just kind of holding back on me. Dana, Creative Catch, what kind of business is that?
I'm a photography studio and I focus on portraits.
Okay,
So,
okay. So now how long have you been?
I've been there 6 years, so I came in right at the change of the seasons, if you will, on East Sprague. So it's been very exciting to be a part of the community. And
did you know what it was like before?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So having that history, but now what made you decide to move a business there? Because there could have been good reasons to say, well, based on past history, but you decided to move there.
Yeah.
Has it been a smart move?
It was a great move.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I'm very excited about it. The community there of businesses is fantastic, and we all help each other, and we work together, and it's up and coming, and everybody's like, oh, you're there, that's awesome. So.
Yeah, good, you're hearing that, okay. Yeah. Heather, your family has owned the spot where you are.
Yes.
For a number of years.
Since 1945.
1945.
Yeah.
Well, that's 74 years because I was born in 46. So before your time, right?
Yes.
Yes. What's it like? You've seen the change from when your dad ran the business to what you're doing now. Has that been a good move?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, any business that's going to last into their 3rd generation, which is extremely difficult to do.
Yes.
But any business that's going to last that long has to go through a series of transformations or it's not going to last.
Right.
You know, times change, the way we market changes, who we speak to changes. So I think the great thing about being down in the Sprague Union District is that my dad really saw the potential of what it could be. And the Sprague Union area was that way before when my grandfather first located our business there.
But he could have gotten up and left and said,
yeah,
the heck with
as
this.
we were advised to do by a lot of people.
I'll bet.
But he said, no, there's potential here. We're right outside of downtown. We're only 5 minutes away from the heart of downtown. We have free parking.
I was going to say, parking isn't the issue that you have downtown.
And it's a very eclectic, very interesting area. We've got a lot of vintage stores that have moved into the area. 2 really great restaurants. Benedito's Pizza is there, and the Union Tavern. Union Tavern has a great Tuesday special. Benedito's, of course, is known for their pizza, and their brew pub is also there. So we have things to keep you interested and busy for an entire day.
And what's so nice is you can park and walk to all of this.
Yeah, it's all
Pretty
within
darn
walking
easy,
distance.
Right?
Yep.
Right. Okay.
And we have a coffee shop, too.
Yeah,
a coffee
we have
shop.
a coffee shop.
Well, you have to have a coffee shop. I mean, that's.
We
I
were
think it's
excited
against the law not to have. You know.
Not to have a coffee shop. Yeah.
Okay, so this weekend you've got this going on. Tell us more about it. How come? When is it exactly? What are the hours? What should people be looking for? Is it a family event?
It's very much a family event. It is this Saturday.
Saturday.
And it's the whole day, so it kind of varies
Okay.
by the shop location.
Okay.
But each shop, and there's over 20 different locations participating, all
Okay.
there on Sprague Avenue. Each shop will have something different going on, whether
Right.
or not it's a gift with purchase or a special sale, or like Dana has photos with Santa.
Okay.
Benedito's
that's
is doing
fun.
ice carving,
Yeah.
and then we've brought in Reindeer Express.
Okay.
So you can visit with and take photos with live reindeer. We've got a building with pop-up shop. And then one of the things that we do is we have the scavenger hunt, and this.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, this is our prize for
Okay.
visiting 6 different spots on
Okay.
our little scavenger hunt, and we produce this little map. So if you visit a different shop in each of our different zones,
Yes.
which pulls you around the whole district,
Good, good.
then you get this free signed by the artist. This is by Megan Perkins, and she's Artist's Eye on Spokane,
This is-
and that is the Boyd Walker building.
Yeah, this is absolutely beautiful.
Isn't that great?
It really is. I'm going to hold it up, and
Yeah.
maybe the camera can catch that. Absolutely beautiful.
And so you just visit 6 shops along the Ave, and you get this beautiful signed, frameable poster.
Right. That's nice.
And then you're entered to win our grand prize, which includes a gift certificate from all of the different businesses participating.
Okay.
So it's pretty good gift certificate.
Right, right. So from early morning, 8, 9 o'clock, what times do people start?
I'd
'Cause some
say-
people like to get going early,
Yeah.
okay?
Around 10.
Okay, okay.
10 to, I think the latest event is the Spokane Beard Club is having an event at the Union Tavern, and they're going till about 9 o'clock.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. At night?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. But things to go on all day long and...
All day long.
And so forth. Okay.
Yeah, and lots of very family friendly. So lots of activities for children.
Good.
The Spokane Skyhawks is doing an ornament station in their brand new space there.
So Dana, so what special will you have? The pictures with Santa, right?
Yes, I'm
Okay.
having photos with Santa, and it's actually booking your session ahead of time.
Okay,
but
so
I
people need to get online.
I would encourage them to
Where-
do
Where
that.
would they go to do that?
Santa.thecreativecatch.com.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
and it's private sessions, and they get to
Wow.
enjoy warm apple cider and coloring, and
Oh, fun.
it's a lot of fun. Yeah.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. And what specials will the Tin Roof have?
We are focusing all about gift giving. So
Okay.
we've got lots of pre-made gifts and like holiday gifts, and we're doing a
Yeah.
floral workshop in the morning, and then we have a pop-up florist there.
Yeah.
And Thesis will be
And
there
you know
all
my
day.
son, JP.
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay.
do.
You went to high school together or something? Way
Yeah,
back?
we went to junior high together.
Junior high, okay. Let's not tell stories, okay? Yeah. Okay. I just realized that as you were talking, we're going, okay, I met your dad. I've met you before, and we've been doing some things, and I'm going, JP, that's the connection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, great. I am excited. We really try to promote small business here. That's our focus, small business and the community. This fits both of those categories. It's great to see what's going on in several of our neighborhoods, but especially out there, and to move that old reputation into exciting future for all of us and our kids and grandkids and so forth. So good, congratulations to both of you, what you've contributed.
Thank you.
And I hope you have a massive turnout on Saturday, okay?
Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Well, that's part of it too, when
Yeah.
you've got reindeer and pictures with Santa
And many of our shops are having sales too. I know
Okay.
Northwest Seed and Pet and University Mercantile are having 10%
Right,
off of
right.
their stores.
Well, it's a day to stroll up back and forth, whether you've got the little kids in the stroller literally, or they can walk and so forth. It wouldn't hurt to take them on a walk and
It's
up
a
and
very
down.
walkable district.
It
too.
is.
Very
it is.
walkable.
It is.
You can park
I drive
in one
by
spot and go
a
up
lot,
and
and I'll
down.
have to come in and give you a bad time or something.
Yeah,
okay.
we have a couple art galleries.
Yeah, my friend Chuck Harmon is.
Yep.
They just opened one.
New Moon.
Yes.
New Moon Art
Yes.
Gallery, and they're planning on doing something special in there. And
Right.
then of course they're excited about people wanting to buy art for Christmas and.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely. And that's
so-
becoming more and more popular.
It really is,
Too.
yeah.
The people are thinking about
Mhm.
art and photos that, because you think about today taking it with your iPhones and so forth, but yeah, that's one thing, but to have a professional photographer take it does make a difference.
Right.
We've all seen that. So, well, thank you, ladies, and
Thank you.
best of luck this weekend. I hope to get a call on Monday saying that you were just inundated with people. All right, that would be great for everybody, especially the shoppers and the families. Hey, thanks for watching the Pulse of Spokane. We hope you have a good day. We'll see you right back here tomorrow on Wednesday.
Spokane is produced in Spokane, Washington by SpokaneTalksMedia.com, which is solely responsible for its content. The Pulse of Spokane is brought to you in part by Homes for You, Well Dressed Walrus, Spokane Firefighters Local 29, Creative Music Learning Center, and North Idaho Events. Ask the host a question, recommend a guest, or hear this program again on our Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, Apple Podcast, or SpokaneTalksMedia.com.